Since I am telling you about my life, I might as well tell you about my fascinating expeditions and what I did during them. I was born in Quebec City, New France, or what you might know as Canada. My first studies were religion, but later on I studied fur trading instead. Then in 1672, something amazing happened to me. A private patroned expedition was paid for me and a priest born in Lyon, France, named Jacques Marquette. We planned to meet to get ready in Michilimackinac, New France. The trip started with us and 5 other people in 1673. Our group started down the Mississippi River and continued downward to a native group in Illinois. This group was nice to us. They gave us a peace pipe and a man for a secure trip. Then we continued downward to the Arkansas River, where we came upon a mean tribe that kidnapped us when they saw our peace pipe. All of a sudden, everything made sense. The Mississippi River led to Gulf of Mexico, not to Asia. After they let us go, we started back up the Mississippi River. Fortunately, a native guide showed us a quicker way to get to Quebec by taking the Illinois River. On our way back, Marquette and I went in 2 separate directions. Marquette to preach upon the Indians, and I continued on the journey battling fierce and nasty storms. These storms are so devastating that we lost our men and our canoe was totally crushed. I don't know how, but luckily we were saved by some fishermen. Sadly, I learned that my partner Marquette died in 1675 from intestinal disorder. I went back to fur trading in 1676 and made 2 later expeditions to Hudson Bay and Labrador coast. This fascinating explorer died in 1700 at age 55. I hope you learned a lot about Joliet and his accomplishments, and thank you for listening. As I am telling you about my life, I might as well tell you about my interesting expeditions and what I did during them. I was born in Quebec City, New France, or what you might know as Canada. My first studies were religion, but later on I studied fur trading instead. Then, in 1672, something amazing happened to me. A private patron expedition was paid for me and a priest born in Lyon, France, named Jacques Marquette. We planned to meet to get ready in Michilimackinac, New France. The trip started with us and 5 other people in 1673. Our group started down the Mississippi River, continued downward to a native group in Illinois. This group was nice to us. They gave us a peace pipe and a man for a secure journey. Then we continued downward to the Arkansas River, where we came upon a mean tribe who kidnapped us when they saw our peace pipe. All of a sudden, everything made sense. The Mississippi River led to the Gulf of Mexico, not to Asia. After the tribe let us go, we started back up the Mississippi. Fortunately, a native guide showed us an easier way to get to Quebec by taking the Illinois River. On our way back, Marquette and I went in 2 separate directions. Marquette went to preach upon the Indians, and I continued on the journey battling fierce and nasty storms. These storms were so devastating that we lost some of our men and canoe got smashed. I don't know how, but some of us were rescued by fishermen. Sadly, I learned that my partner Marquette died in 1675. I went back to fur trading in 1676 and went on 2 more journeys, one to Hudson Bay, one to Labrador coast. This fascinating explorer died in 1700 at age 55 after being a professor. His reason for death is not yet known. He will always be remembered for his interesting expeditions and what he did during them. I hope you learned a great amount about Joliet, and thank you for listening. Luckily, I was rescued by some fishermen. In 1676, I returned to fur trading. My last expeditions were to Hudson Bay and Labrador coast. After that, I became known for my expeditions all around the world. Take your stuff off your narrator. Unfortunately, Louis Joliet died in 1700 at the age of 55. His reason of death was not yet known.
I was heading up north until I felt sick, so I could not reach my destination. My destination to preach. My sickness grew worse minute by minute and could not continue on.
Eventually, Marquette died of intestinal disorder in 1675. That's it. Marquette and Joliet accomplished a lot during their lifetime and will always be remembered by their expeditions. I hope you learned quite a bit about these explorers, and thank you for listening.